Welcome back, everyone. This is JTM Plays, and we are back with another episode of Captain of Industry. Making really good progress here. I think we're going to be getting trains very soon. I have to look at the tech tree, but hopefully we'll be getting some trains. Right now, we're doing pretty good. We've got a decent supply of food. Food is not an issue. Early game, 7 farms. That's a lot of farms for the early game. In this episode, we need to set up our new concrete production factory. I believe it's steel that's coming up next. Let me take a look at the tech tree here. We're doing advanced logistics, good. Housing 2 and retaining walls, all those are good. A stacker would be nice. Tree planting, that's what we need to get to. Tree planting, because if not, we're running out of trees. We have almost no trees. Reprioritize what we're doing here. We are doing advanced logistics. Cancel that and start doing trees. Then we can go back to advanced logistics, transport belts, retaining walls, etc. Let's get to it. All right, I am happy with that. Let's turn on this housing here. We'll let our guys construct that. We have lots of materials, except for concrete. How are we doing on concrete? We are spending all the concrete though. Yeah, we are eating up all the concrete. And we have a decent supply of potatoes here. Next up on our list is probably going to be the goals here, which is build a water facility. So let's get a water facility going for this guy here. Water facility, let's put you right over here. So we'll put you right over here and start dumping stuff out this way. That is going to be nice. We'll get that built. Let's get water dumping. Where is the waste liquid dump? You're gonna go just that way. Let's get some pipes. All right, so pipe is gonna go from here to there and then connect right over. Is that a connection? That is a connection. No, it's colliding with terrain. Hold on. Why won't you do it? Come on. That's so annoying. It needs to be on a little bit flatter land, if that's the case. Okay, let's destroy this really quickly. Let's set up some flattening designations here. So that should be enough. We're going to be dumping to there. Flatten that out, please. All right, cool. With that, now we can get our liquid dump in here. And then we can also get the pipe from here, there, to here, and then right there. Can the trucks get under this stuff? Hopefully they can. But just in case, I'm going to put this little road bridge over here. Okay, so this guy's missing water. Let's get some water over here. We did have this thing over here for water. Let's see if we can route. Yeah, I guess we can. It's just a matter of doing it, right? So let's do that. And let's get the pipes as high as possible so that our trucks don't run into any issues with deliveries. We could connect this guy to over here. So let's do that there, and then we can plug into there. And then what we'll do is unpause this thing here. Let's use Unity to build it really quickly. There you go. All right, so now we have water. And now we're also making bricks. Cool. We'll continue this pipe to our settlement. Can we just go over? Yeah, nice. Reconnect. I want to stay up here and do that. And that should be okay, right? Yeah, we should be fine here. All right, so build all of that, please. Build this, build that. And then the settlement people will be happy. Okay, what's the next goal? Research and build the captain's office. I thought I already did that. I did deconstruct it, so let's go ahead and do that again. Captain's office right over here. Let's give you some more space. How about there? Cool. Activate vehicle fuel saver. We will activate that. That gives us 1 Unity cost. Can we afford that? We're only at 0.5 Unity generation right now. Okay. And then the next thing is advanced research. Upgrade the research lab to research lab 1. So we need to research here. you are stuck because you have this pipe in the way. So we can remove that now. We don't need it. All right, there you go. I think we're good. And then the beacon, we can turn this off. Small excavator, no compatible trucks. Let's actually give you a reason to work. Let's unpause this mining tower. And you can single-handedly demolish that mountain for us. How are things looking over here? Okay, are we flattening out? These guys don't want to go out any further. Are you dumping out there? You are dumping. This thing is really deep. And so that's a problem, right? It is a problem. How's our ship doing? Let's see if we can do some more exploration. How about we go out here? That works for me. Trading wise. Oh, you know what? We can start borrowing, right? Can we start borrowing? Where do we do that again? F3 trade. Yes, loans. Loans is what I want to do. Oh, we actually can. Okay, so we can borrow 100 and pay back in 5 years. Production history doesn't match. What about 50? No. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do trading of copper then. Pay 30 each year for 5 years. Borrow that. Okay, nice. All right, yeah, we'll do that. This game has credit rating, by the way. If you don't pay back your loans, your credit rating will tank. Buffers close. Next payment in 11 months. Let's make this a high priority so that when it's time to pay, we can pay. Okay. All right. Cool. We've started trading. This guy is full of potatoes. Jesus, you're full of potatoes. Is that a good thing? I think we don't want to waste on potato here. Let's give these people plenty of food. Can we do that? This is working. So we can't. Oh, there you go. Level 1. Food consumption increased by 20%. That's good. Consume all the potatoes that you can because we're having trouble storing it. We're having trouble storing it. And that's a problem in itself. We don't want to have that problem. Let's see if we could do that. Cut this here. Cut that out. Cut all of this. Use Unity to do that. And then we can just get some more storage here and plan ahead. Let's actually also cut all the way to here and continue with storage there and there. And now we can do a connection here, and this guy will just go all the way back and there. And so that gives us a really nice food buffer, right? Let our trucks build that out. Do we need any other parts? No, we're actually doing really good in all aspects here. I will actually do that. Where do we want to put our little research area? Is this titanium over here? It is titanium. It's all in the way. Okay, space planning. Let's go ahead and do it over here. Where is the input going to be? I believe it's going to be this way. So let's go ahead and do this. So 3 of these guys will live here. Okay. We're going to get an assembly 1. And this guy is going to input over here. Can we just build this really quickly? Just cost construction part once. All right, that'll boost up our research speeds. Once we do research lab 1s, which we need to queue up, then we'll be able to create this lab equipment, which will need mechanical parts and electronics. Nice. Okay, so how are things going over here? We have tree farming, vehicle building. We need a tree planter. Yes. And then we'll need a farm specifically for tree seeds. So let's go ahead and do that. A farm right here. And you're going to be creating seeds. Let's go ahead and Unity build you. And then you're going to get a little water thing, which can live right over here for future purposes. And then we need a little storage that will live right over here. No, actually, I need to move this guy. Let's put you right over here. Yeah. Why were you placed in planning mode? We'll just build that really quickly. Then we need to get a forestry camp, which is going to also live right over here. You're going to get a tree cutter assigned as well as a tree planter. Actually, let's do both of those guys. You need to have an area assigned, and I want you to be as big as possible. Oh, these things can get big now. Yeah, I like that. Now, after that is set up, I actually want to build all of this stuff out really quickly, and we want to edit designation now. I want this guy to plant trees everywhere possible, please. All this area can be trees. We don't need more copper at the moment, so we should be fine. And now we are good to go. That is tree planting. Easy peasy. Let's get belts going from there to there. Build that out really fast. And now we're set. Should we upgrade this guy though? I'm not sure if we should. All right. That's all set. As soon as we get our first harvest, we will have our tree planters planting trees and we'll have wood for days. Let's go and set up some storages for wood here so that we don't run into any issues in the future. We will assign wood here. And then we'll be fine. Where are you going with that water? Who needs water? This tank needs water. Do you really need water? Is this line not connected? What's the problem here? No, you're not getting any water. Why? Why are you not producing water? Construction paused. Oh. Silly me. All right, you do that then. Now we're good. This is getting all the water it needs. And we have all of the concrete being created. Nice. All right. So we do need to move on to doing the stuff over here. This mine was meant for stone mining, which is ideal because now we can just cut down these trees here. We can cut those down. Let's free up one of these guys so that he's not bound to this here. We can cut down these trees and then we can do concrete production over here. The stone that is going to be produced here needs to be grounded. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to ground the stone. We're going to get 2 of these guys because they produced 24 stone into 24 gravel and then 8 gravel into 8 manufactured sand. We can also get crushed slag. The rotary kiln takes limestone plus coal and creates cement. And then here is where we can use either manufactured sand or slag. This takes 9 and 3. If you're making 24, this will use 8. And the other guy will use 9. So it won't fit. It won't fit. You need 9. So some forestry designation outside of forestry tower area. Could not store all of the potato. This is a problem if we can't store all of the potatoes. We need to Unity build this. Come on, let's get that into storage. There you go. Waste my potatoes. Nice little backup of potatoes. We also have edicts here. So let's see what we want to use. Plenty of food gives us +1. Industrial edicts, vehicle consumption reduced by 15. Let's turn that on. Collect reward for that. And then advanced research. I think we're good here, right? We could start doing advanced research. We need to upgrade this guy. As far as population goes, let's turn this back on. Not the shipyard. the beacon. Turn on the beacon. So we can now start getting more workers, which we'll need for this monstrosity of stuff here. All right, we have the crushed gravel. We need 9 crushed gravel plus 1.5 cement, and manufactured sand will need 3. Honestly, let's get the crushed sand. Let's just crush all the sand here. So this into 3 of these guys. So 1, 2, and 3. Do I have enough space here? Let's move you up 1 tile like that. Let's get a U-shaped lift to there. And let's get this guy. You need to go up even more. So remove that. Connect up there. And now you can connect. This guy can go here and this guy can go there. Good. Let's connect you to right there. That is a connection, and this is giving me the crushed sand now. Nice. All right, so we're going this way, and that way with all of this. The sand needs to now go into a storage, which will be this loose storage right over here. Copy this and connect there. Yes, that works. Okay. Build that out, please. All right, so you're doing crushed gravel into sand. Nice. And we can now copy, paste. And population is still a little low, which is fine. I think I need to remove this here because this is going to be an issue. I want to get a loose storage into here. Come on, trucks. You can do this. You can do this, guys. Come on. Remove. I need to get a loose storage into here. This loose storage will be assigned to rock, and if this loose storage is more than half full, then the trucks can take from it. That way, when this is too full, we can use it to build our bridge. The rest of this stuff goes in here and gets crushed. Priority is for the crusher, and that should be fine. We are making sand, and we need to put this sand to use now. Our limestone is pretty far away. It's all the way over here. So either are we going to transport the sand or are we going to transport the cement? That is the question. My guess is that we should transport the cement. These guys can go away. This thing can also be moved. Remove all of this. So we are going to get now limestone plus coal. All right, and that can go here. Yeah, this can go here. 1, 2, and 3. That's going to give us 1.5 coal each. That works for me. Let's get rid of this. This just needs to be moved back to right there. And then we can also get rid of this so that we can connect our limestone. Let's do that from there to here. What do you require? 38. We do have that. So build and build. Let's reconnect limestone to there and there. Build all of that. And we need to export the exhaust from there and there. Build all of that. So now this is all working. We're making cement, and the cement needs to now go into a concrete mixer. The concrete mixer needs cement, manufactured sand, and gravel. All right, so this cement is what needs to be transported. So let's do that then. Let's get you into storage. Right here seems like a good spot. Let's get belts from there to there, belt from there to there, and a belt from there to there. And once again, quick build. And now we've got our cement. Nice. Okay. All right. So we've got our sand here. I don't think that we should. I think that we need to grab sand from here or gravel from here. So we'll do that. We'll grab this and connect it to there. Oh, you don't need to go up top. So that's fine. Let's actually move you over a little bit here and move this guy to right there and reconnect that. Okay, so you're good. This gravel now can just come over here. Yeah, how about we do this and then that? So now these guys are together. All right, that's our sand. This is our gravel. And last but not least, this storage here will be requesting cement. And that's all 3 items that we need. So request cement, like so. Let's also build all of these guys. Unpause that, get that going. The next step is getting the concrete mixers, which need water. We don't have water close by here, but it's only 6. How many concrete mixers do we need? Average collection estimate, 2.3 per minute. 1 concrete mixer needs 6 per minute. That means we need a lot of collectors here. 3 collectors per mixer is the ratio to produce 12 concrete bricks. And how much are we consuming in concrete bricks right now? 6 and 6. So 1 concrete mixer should probably be enough. We could just get a tank over here to do our little, let's actually move you to over here. Not ideal, but it's fine. You're going to be requesting water. Chucks can bring in water. We'll be fine. Okay, and now let's get concrete mixers doing their stuff here. Let's go with concrete mixers going this way. Yeah, this should work. Let's see. We need 2 spaces for the lift. So here, flip this guy so that water can go in there. And then that works for me. Yeah, that actually does work for me. Belting situation. We have cement. So cement needs to be belted from the bottom, leaving 2 spaces there. We have sand, which needs to live up top and there. And then we have water, which will live higher up here and there. That looks easy. Let's connect you to there. Let's connect the cement. Collision with terrain. Can we get you to come work over here? Come and flatten this out, please. Priority is dirt right now. Where are you? Where's the dirt? This guy right here. You need to come over here. Come on. You move here. Good job. That should work, right? We should now be able to put this connection from there to... Oh, come on. Do I need to move this guy as well? Move some dirt over here. There you go. Is this all flat now? Let's grab this stuff again. Reconnect there. And now we can do the belt. Yes. And yes. Good. Nice. U-shaped lift. Copy you to there. And that should be good. If we wanted to just copy and paste this, we can for another line. Right there. And that is for future expansions. Copy this. Copy that. There we go. All right, sweet. And then we can just build from here. Build this guy as well. And that's a whole production line. Gravel, not slag, with gravel. And then you can be copy paste. Nice. This is pretty compact, right? This looks good. The output can go, where do we want to output? Also sediments overcrowded. No, that's not good. Do we have housing level 2? Let's get another settlement here. Build. We also have too much workers. Let's pause this again. The output can just go here. I like that. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. We could do this without obstructing the expansion here to the left. It's just going to cost us a little bit more with a lift. So you will be flipped. And then you're going to be... Come on. You are a flat lift. Let's go up 2. Up 2. Good. And we can just copy you and place you there. A flat lift, which would go up to that height. This way, and that way. That looks good to me. Just build that, build this and this. And then all of the outputs will just go here and here. Sweet. And that is our concrete. Make sure that gets built. And this is our output of concrete here. Very nice. Very nice. Can we get you here? No. You should be able to dump. Pickup cannot deliver dirt. No valid destination. There is valid destination. Did we stop delivering here? There is valid destination here. Come on, guys. Do we need a mind control tower here? Telling these guys what to do. I probably should be doing this. Let's go ahead and do that. Build this out really quickly. Edit your area. And you're just going to be a super long area like this, right? And we're going to say... Is this good? Yeah, that's good. There. Okay. And then we're going to say you can have... Notify if you cannot dispose of that or that. But you can dispose all of this. What is the problem? Why can't you import routes? These guys have no trouble delivering here. So what's the problem with these guys? Also, we should be doing the sciences here, right? Are we not doing sciences? No research? Research lab 1s. Upgrade assembly 2. Oh, okay. This needs to be an assembly 2. That's what it is. No big deal. Dump your load? What are you guys carrying? Slag. Just go deliver that slag. Pickup cannot deliver dirt to destination. And then all of a sudden now you can? You can dump the slag here. Guys, slag is assigned. Pause and unpause. You have 13 slag. All right. All right. See if we can solve a little situation here. These guys are full of cement. We have 3 vehicles we don't need. 3. Let's get rid of 1. These guys over here have a bunch of garbage. They don't want to dump it. Why won't you dump? You have an assignment here. What do retaining walls cost us to make here really quickly, just to have an idea? Retaining wall long. Retaining wall corner. Long, short, corner. If we were to start adding retaining walls here, overlapping with terrain designation. Oh, it won't let us do it, huh? All right, let's look at research. Let's get stackers. Let's get smart conveyor routing. Let's get housing 2s. And then everything else, we're all pretty good. Yeah, we're all pretty good there. Can I unassign one of these guys. I'll give you one excavator and one truck. What's your assignment here? You have nothing to dig. Do you cover that area? As soon as we get our stacker, we'll be in a better position. Let's do something like this. We're going to be accepting a bunch of different materials here. All right. So you'll be accepting dirt. You will be accepting waste. You will be accepting rock. You will be accepting slag. All right. All of these will combine and be transported here into a stacker. Let's unpause all of that. Your assignment will be to level. Small excavator has no compatible trucks. So let's do one truck here. We'll get the garbage there and there. We'll be requesting dirt. Do we have material here to build all of this stuff? We probably do, and we can start accepting. We're done with stackers. Nice, that was quick. Let's get the stacker here. Right here. U for Unity, stacker, leveling designation. Build, copy this, and connect. Okay. Also, build it all out. There you go. This guy is accepting everything. Fill everything in. This guy is doing its thing. And we are filling in the hole. Can we look down there? How fast is that filling? Your offset dumping go to -6, -10, 11. Let's do 10. That should be the limit here. That should fill in all of that. All right, cool. So new refugees. We got a lot of refugees here. Let's clean up all of that. Research advanced. Okay, advanced research. We need to get that going. This guy is doing research, and these guys need to be upgraded. You also need to be upgraded, and you also need to be upgraded. All good. All good. Let's demolish a couple of things. You need to go. And anything else here? No, we're good. How's this doing? We're dumping, right? We don't have any more issues with trucks getting stuck with nowhere to dump material. This guy is done with tree harvesting. Let's assign you to over here. Tree harvester. Cool. How many seeds do we have? We have no seeds, which is okay. That's okay. We do have a lot of potatoes, which is good. And these guys are doing their thing. There's not much else going on. Smart conveyors, clean up. Mine control tower has no mining designation in its area. That's fine. All we need to do is research and upgrade lab to research lab 1. We're out of research 2 because we're out of wood. Oh, we're out of wood. Can we trade for wood? No, we can trade wood for, but we can't trade for wood. Okay. Let's visit some more destinations here. How about we go out here? Yeah, we just need for this to grow. As soon as that grows, we'll be fine. Okay, I feel like we're doing pretty well here. There's not much else for us to do except for wait. Now, we should be doing research here. This is using 50. We've explored another location, which is nice. Start repairs for oil rigs. Now, we are consuming all the iron. Man, this is a very big hole here. We're making a little dent. Yeah, we're doing something. It's not a lot. But maybe we could get another one of these and put it over here. We might need to do that. How would we connect that though? I have an idea. Let's get this and this out. And then we can also get this guy out of here. We can get a transport U-shaped balancer. And we'll put this guy right over here. Actually, we can move you a little bit closer there. We'll do that, and then we'll do this. How's that? No, that's probably a bad idea, because our excavator now can't get in here. All right, that's a bad idea. Can I move you just right here? Does that work? No, that doesn't work. Let's do the connections here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And unpause that. The Unity build all of this, please. Unpause. I don't care that the vehicles can't come in and dump, as long as we can empty out those containers as fast as possible. Unpause all of this, as well. Make this an urgent build. And we are collecting rewards here. Cool. Our next goal is researching power generation 2. Advanced diesel, biofuel, power generation 2. Maintenance depot, cargo depots, pipes, advanced diesel. And then if we have too many potatoes, we can do biofuel with that. Get some fuel gas. Power generation, basic desalination, and burners. Cool. All right, so we're good here. Right, we're good. Everybody's happy. Except for this guy over here. Can you now sneak in to the middle there? You can't do that. What if we did the following? Level designation. Let's go one out here. One out here. And just one out there like that. Let's get a U-shaped lift. Go all the way up. Jesus, copy this guy there. And you know what? This needs more room. U-shape lift. So there, copy you. Grab this guy. All right, these guys are too high. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Warning, this is above transport level height. Connection may not be possible. Let's go with that. Copy this guy there. You go there, and then you go there. And then vehicles can get in through there, right? They should be able to get in through there, and we can just build all of this. Done. But let's make sure that this is an urgent build, and this is also an urgent build. All of these guys are full, but they won't be here momentarily. Just a few more construction parts. And then you guys can get in between that almost. Not quite there. How's our research doing? Output, inputs. Missing input products. And you're already generating recycled. The lab requires a consumable input in order to work. That's fine. Let's just go with these connections here. Unpause. Now this guy will probably need a couple more of these in order to maintain the production. Like, I don't think there's anything else really. All right, I want to see this thing working. Come on. Get it up there. Okay, and we've researched power generation. This is a whole new level of power that is pretty much needed. But let's get a couple more trucks just in case. Our demand is, we got 16 idle trucks. Yeah, we're pretty good on vehicles here. Construction, deconstruction, disable logistically placed buildings and machines. That's all fine. Assignments, all good. Rock and coal transport is what's keeping our trucks busy right now. And then our tree planters are doing okay. Are we still low on wood? The most here is the wood cutting. But if we could get across here, we could get some more wood. And these guys need to do some more planting, right? Some more cutting. So 24 years, 20 trees. 6.9% per tree. Harvesting options. 60% of the wood and higher increase of sapling consumption. We could do this for now. 60% wood. Let's increase this right now. Let's see if these guys are going to start cutting trees down. Yeah, there you go. Because we just need the wood, at least temporarily, so we can get the stuff. And then we need to probably boost the soil fertility over here. This is not getting enough water to produce a tree sapling. Last harvest gave us 13 saplings. We don't have any in storage. But that's okay, because we just need wood to produce construction parts. Is this thing done over here? It's not. What can we deconstruct really quickly with construction part 2s that will give us the needed supplies? Actually, we could just trade for that, right? Trade with village. No, we can't trade for construction part 2s. That's a no-go. Let's explore over here. All right, we are producing construction parts 2s again, which is nice. Let's see if we can just bring this down a little bit and get the bridge stuff going, at least for a little bit, right? There we go. Get this stuff going. Just need a couple more. Oh no, the stacker fell. That's no good. Let's get another stacker. Hopefully this one doesn't fall. Also requires construction parts. What a pain in the butt. Oh man. What's the better solution though? I feel like this isn't working for us. I need to see it. Let's see it in action first before I try something else. Let's go, guys. Come on. All right, there's one of them working. All right, this is happening. Check it out. Oh boy, how fast is this emptying though? Do we have space here to do the stuff? We're working. There's another solution and we have enough vehicles for this, but I don't know how fast is this going to empty. How fast is this going to fill? I also need to start worrying about power. We are over consuming right now. I should probably turn off some of these research plants and just keep one for now. We have housing too. Not like we really need it right now, but that's fine. Power generation gives us boilers, high pressure turbines, power generators, and flywheels, which are all pretty good stuff. One boiler creates 48 steam. That can power 2 high pressure turbines to create 12 mechanical power, which in turn can power 4 power generators, which in turn will produce us 8 megawatts of power. This creates low pressure steam, which we can just expel for now. We can't turn it into water. If we had cooling towers, then we could turn it back into water. Turning 24 low pressure steam into 12 water. Would be nice, but we can't do that right now. Okay. All right, how are you guys doing? Let's take a look at how the filling is going. So deep. This area right here is going to take forever to fill in. All right, this is a calculated risk that I'm going to take, and I'm just going to demolish everything here. So all of this is going to go away. Okay. The plan is to just go one lane. Okay, let's remove all this, remove all of that. Let's go one lane out. And here's the plan. Let's get all of these guys there. These guys are going to be built immediately. You have a duty. Export from here to there. Okay, import routes from there to there and there to there. You are to be kept empty and empty. Let's go ahead and build everything we can. If we can't build it, then we shall unpause it. Unpause. Nope, don't pause that. We're going to dedicate 4 trucks, 1 for every loose storage here. The restriction here is that all the trucks assigned can only export from this storage and can only dump into the ocean over here. Let's see if that works. These guys are requesting full and full, and any truck can dump into that area. Let's make this 3 times speed. 4 trucks assigned here, not doing anything. All right, here we go with the madness. Why aren't you import routes? No, these are supposed to be export routes. And then let's remove this and this. Can you export now? No. This was right. This was right. Remove, 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 remove. Export to here. All right, so maybe you don't need assignment. You don't need assigned trucks. You also don't need an assigned excavator. Outputs, outputs, outputs. Export to here. And export to here. And now you're all set. You guys can only dump out here. All right. What do we want to do with this excavator though? I don't know that we need to do anything with him right now. We could keep him assigned, but it's not ideal. We could assign him to here so that we could get more stone. Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's assign him here. And let's assign another truck. Oh no, we got maintenance issues? No way we have maintenance issues. What's the problem here? Machine is broken. Not enough inputs of mechanical parts. Not enough iron. Not enough iron. Maybe your job should be over here. There. And get another truck. Get 2 more trucks. And assign you to iron. If iron is a problem, we'll make a solution. Pickup trucks, diesel generators, small excavators. All right, pickup trucks. Definitely. Look at these guys. Come on with the dumping. This is bad. This is no good. We're going to have to go 2 wide. All right. If that's the case, yeah, maybe I should have just kept the stackers. Maybe I was too quick to give up on them. If we did that again, they were doing okay. We do have the construction parts to redo this. Let's assign 1 truck to each of these guys. Assigned truck, assigned only. So we'll do that. It's just so that we don't have 20 trucks here parked and waiting to dump. So 1 and 1. Everyone gets 1 truck. You get 1 truck. You get 1 truck. And then maybe this becomes not a problem again. Let's see if that solves our issue. You can go 1 wide here. Yeah, this might work. 1 truck. Okay, and then maintenance is still an issue. Do you require maintenance 2? No, maintenance 1. Maintenance 1. All right. How's the iron doing? Do we need more vehicles here? No. As long as we get a consistent flow of iron, I'm happy with that. All right. Yeah, I'm going to leave you guys in a cliffhanger. We're going to stop here. We can definitely recover from this. It's no problem at all. As far as wood goes, we got a decent amount of wood. So let's go ahead and go back to our production of normal 100% production here. If we run into more issues with construction parts, I will set that back up to 50 so we can cut a little bit earlier. For now, we're going to stop the cutting and let the trees grow a little bit. That's going to help us out. And then these guys should be okay now, right? With the dumping. If we have 1 assigned, maybe we can assign 2 to each. But if rock becomes an issue, we can assign a 2nd truck to rocks here. But I don't think the other ones will be a problem at all. So let's call the episode here. I know power is an issue. Yes, I do know. Why are we... Okay, yeah, because these guys require maintenance. Let's make sure that we have power generation here at all times. These are number 1 priority. Make sure these guys are working. That's the rule. Electronics wise, we're good. Machine parts, we're good. We're getting the iron that we need. Everyone's happy. What's the total use of maintenance right now? Where's that graph? I need a graph, not a pie chart. What's our total consumption? All right, total consumption is there, so we can produce 220 on average. Global demand is 330, but that's because we're short and fixing everything that's broken. So we're still good with one maintenance depot. We could turn on another one. We could boost this guy 440 until everything's repaired. Let's boost these guys for a second here. Yeah, let's get more product out as fast as possible. We have a little bit of a shortage of iron, but we just need to get the mechanical parts out. All right, what are you consuming? 24, and we're producing 12 and 12. Yeah. Okay. We're recovering. We are recovering. Okay, there you go. All right, we're in the green. Okay. All right, good. How are these guys doing? They're still dumping. They're taking turns. They're doing their thing. Okay, yeah, we'll let that happen. So, thank you guys again. Thank you so much for sticking around. This was a long one, but we got a lot done. Trains. How far are trains? Food market, steel smelting, electric boilers, settlement power, gas combustion, organic fertilizer, captain's office. Where are the trains? Large vehicles, and then trains right over here. Okay, so we're not that far. After construction, right after construction 3s. So here, long trains and trains. This gives us, oh my God, so many things. Oh boy. Okay, all right, and then long trains. What are the long trains? Extends the maximum length of length and internal capacity of attached train depot. Okay. Interesting, all interesting stuff. And then it ends right there. There's no other train research. Is there no other train research? Let's see. Trained. Where's our search window? Here. Train, long trains. Vehicle limits. 1% to train fuel. Long trains. Trains pollution, ship pollution, and vehicle pollution. Oh, interesting. Usually these might be the infinite research. Vehicle limits. -1% to train fuel consumption. Okay. All right. Asteroid boosters. Oh my God. What is all this stuff? All right. Thank you guys again. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Are we going to make it across before we run out of everything? I think we'll be fine. We have plenty of iron, plenty of coal, plenty of copper. We got a little bit of limestone. We might run out of limestone here soon. Digging into the beach might be a problem because I don't want the water to come in. Maintenance is definitely an issue here. We have the population. We have the stuff. Let's get 2 more of these guys. Electronics are fine. Let's get another one of these. Let's get this guy going. And do we have enough iron? No, we don't have it. We don't have enough iron. We just don't have enough iron. That's a question for the next episode. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.